Good morning. For those of you who may not be aware of it, today is sort of a national holiday. No, it's not Christmas Day. No, it's not Easter. No, it's not even Lick a Frost Fence Day. Today, February 2nd, is Groundhog Day. According to legend, the groundhog, or woodchuck as it is more commonly known, awakens from hibernation, pops his head out of his home, and looks for his shadow. Now, if he sees his shadow, that means 6 more weeks of winter. If he sees no shadow, that means spring is on the way. I thought we'd just take a couple of minutes here and chat with our furry friend on this, his special day. Hello, Mr. Hog, are you in there? Mr. Hog. Probably still sleeping. Yo, Big G, are you in there? Wake up! Now, obviously, there's some sort of a problem. These stars, you know, you give them a national holiday, and all of a sudden now Okay, kind of a feisty little guy down there, are you? Well, I'm sorry, like millions of people are waiting for you. I think you should make an appearance at least. Oh, don't you hate working with these prima donnas? Come on out of there, buddy. Yo, come on out of there. Oh, I can feel it shaking. I think it's working. He's going to pop out. Ah! Why, you no good. Well, at least you can pop out of there and show yourself. Oh, not you again. Everywhere I go, here comes the chicken. Cut it out, buddy. There's supposed to be a groundhog in there. I can't believe you're always doing this to me. Everywhere I go, always trying to steal the limelight. Well, I'm not very impressed with this kind of thing anymore. Me, snow right up my nose, and you here being a chicken. I'm gonna grab you, little sucker, and... Switchback. Good morning, Saskatchewan, and a very energetic and feisty crowd here on our Groundhog Day special. So, of course, we want to say a special good morning to all the groundhogs out there. Now, at great expense, Switchback has flown in Punxsutawney Phil. Yes, Punxsutawney Phil is the official groundhog on Groundhog's Day. Phil, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah.
Well, Phil's not saying too much just yet. Now, Phil comes from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, which is in western Pennsylvania. Our official groundhog, of course, had good news. If you missed a little earlier, Phil popped up, did not see his shadow, and that means we're having an early spring, right, Phil? Yeah, okay. Well, Phil's not saying all that much now. Skakakaklees, which is good morning to everyone in Groundhog Talk. And for those of you humans out there that are watching, time for you to get out of your Sunday morning hibernation and watch Switchback show number 67, including highlights such as these. Another one of Billboard magazine's top 10 for 85. This is Tears for Fears, and everybody wants to rule the world. Love and Rockets revive an old Temptations tune with Ball of Confusion. We return to a 60s style of badness with a hippie villain named Louis the Lilac on this week's Batman. And watch for Herbie Hancock in this wonderfully wondrous Stevie Wonder hit, Go Home. And Whitney Houston closes it off with her latest, How Will I Know? course, this being Groundhog Day, we usually think of winter. And when you think of winter, well, I always think of hockey. And no Switchback Groundhog Day special would be complete without a chat with Tim Iannone, Brian Wells, and Alan Acton, members of the Regina Pats. And they'll give us an update on the Western Hockey League and talk, of course, about their favorite pastime, that being hockey. This is also the first Sunday of the month, and that means good news. Of course, Punxsutawney Phil had some good news for us earlier, that being an early spring, and we've got our good news feature for February coming up, and we'll also put all of you in the know, including you, Phil, about hiccups. That'll happen a little bit later on. Now, I want to say a couple of happy birthdays. There's a Cheryl in our audience this morning, tells me it's her birthday. Also, Derek Gustelow, who turned 5, and also Ken Wright, no relation. Happy birthday, Dad. Now, last week, we asked you folks if you would like to be Switchback cameraman to write us and tell us why, and we have our 3 winners here, which will be on our show next week. Lee McManus on Frontenac Drive in Regina, you're one of our winners. Cindy Campbell up in Tagaski, Saskatchewan, you're another one of our winners. And our 3rd winner is Chris Neufeld. Chris had a great letter here. The reasons he wants to be a cameraman are, I love your show, I've seen how your cameramen work, I'll wash floors, clean windows, anything at the CBC station. Number 4, I'll do absolutely anything. And number 5, I have absolutely no experience. So, sounds to me, Chris, like you'd make an ideal cameraman, and we'll be delighted to have you here being our cameraman. All right, what else should we do here? Oh, Danny. Danny, wave at us, Danny. Danny is going to be the guy that's going to teach us how to be a cameraman next week, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you have ever wondered what it would be like to talk to a groundhog or a woodchuck, now is your chance. Talk to Punxsutawney Phil on the phone or send a Groundhog Day message to somebody out there in Saskatchewan. Either way, give us a call right now. You guys know the numbers. And while you guys are thinking about phoning us, it's time now to remind you folks that our first music video of the morning is going to be from a couple of guys who I guess have been going to school ever since they were little. They're now 23 years old, calling themselves Tears for Fears. Now, pretty soon they're going to rule the entire music world, and even Punxsutawney Phil knows that everybody wants to rule the world. Isn't that right, Phil?
Welcome to your life.
Smith and Roland Orzabal, Tears for Fears. Quick happy birthday to Sheldon Nelson from Derek. Thanks for calling in, Sheldon. We'll treat this with all due respect on your birthday. Grab some calls now and see what's happening in Groundhog Land. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, this is Anna Salczyski from Saskatoon.
How are you doing up there today?
Good.
Good. You got a question for Phil?
Not really. I have a message for some people.
Okay.
I'd like to say happy Groundhog Day to all the people in Mr. Saul's class.
Okay. Thanks very much for calling, and have a good Groundhog Day yourself.
Yeah.
Phil says, please. Okay, bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hey, I'd like to ask if he likes being a groundhog.
Oh, okay, just a second here. You want to ask again?
You like being a groundhog?
He's working on it. Actually, Phil told me a little bit earlier that he really likes being a groundhog. He's actually been a groundhog 99 years in a row, and his record is 91 winters and 8 early springs. Thanks for calling.
Okay, I'd like to say hi to my friend Miles Maxa.
Okay, we don't have time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Miles Maxa. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
My name is Travis, and I'm calling from... I'd like to ask, so how does he, like being like a groundhog and waking up on Groundhog Day?
Did you get that, Phil? Phil doesn't mind. This is his first time on television, and he sort of wants to know how much he's going to get paid.
Yeah.
We'll give him some wood to chuck. I think woodchucks chuck wood, don't they? Anyway, thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Hello? Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Good morning, Rob. I'm Jason Kinstruck. I'm phone from Regina, and I want to know, what if the groundhog sees, what if the groundhog doesn't see his own shadow?
You see, Phil's working on it. If Phil does not see his shadow, that means we're going to have an early spring, and that's what happened this morning, a little while ago in Pennsylvania, just before we flew Punxsutawney Phil in here. If he does see his shadow, that means 6 more weeks of winter. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello, I'm Derek Arnberry. I just live outside of Regina. I would like to know if you know how long Groundhog Day has been going on.
Actually, I do know that answer. Phil and I were chatting earlier. Groundhog's Day has been going for 99 years. Incidentally, next year being the centennial of Groundhog's Day there in western Pennsylvania. Phil actually lived, his borough was called Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania. And just outside Gobbler's Knob, they're going to have a big centennial project next year. I was talking to Bill Nall. I guess he's the secretary of the International Groundhog Day. And next year will be 100 years, and they're really excited about that. Thanks a lot for calling.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye. All right, we're having a good time, and Phil's having a good time on Groundhog Day. We're going to be back in a couple of minutes now with Expo Ernie and our contest winners for this week. How's it
This class is perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century. A dwelling called the split-level ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
Ah, a spherical object they used to hurl at each other with great velocity.
Professor, what's this? What is it?
I've no idea. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
I'm the M&M's Milk Chocolate Center. He's a peanut.
A roasted southern peanut.
He's drenched.
In delicious milk chocolate.
Then we're covered with colorful candy shells.
So the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Hey, who are you guys?
We're more and more M&Ms for the new, bigger bag. Even more M&Ms.
Remember, for great tasting milk chocolate candy,
There's more in the bag.
Here is an H. Even upside down, it's an H. H stands for Houston Pizza. Every Houston pizza starts with a homemade crust, spicy tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, and then piled high with your choice of toppings. The result, a Houston Pizza. Bring the family and eat in any one of Houston's dining rooms or phone for delivery. Houston Pizza, 3 Regina locations, 1 in Moose Jaw. At the Regina Honda Indoor Sale, you'll see why Regina Honda is the largest volume Honda dealer in Saskatchewan. Regina Honda is proud to display the biggest selection of Honda imports and affordably priced used vehicles now at the Wheatland Building till February 28th. The exceptional Honda new vehicle warranty is 5 years, 80,000 kilometers. And you'll love the fuel economy, unmatched by any other import. See Regina Honda first, indoors at the Wheatland Building.
Oh, just a second. Love that milk. Thank you very much to the Dairy Producers Co-op. Now, the Dairy Producers Co-op, of course, have a lot of good news, and one of the big features is that the Expo 86 contest is going so well that it's going to be expanded for another week. So we'll be making the draw for the 4 big winners on February the 16th. I guess that's a Sunday. Don't have my calendar here. Phil, do you know? Phil says, yeah, February the 16th will be the draw. Now, our Expo 86 contest is going very, very well, but we want to remind some of you folks that haven't entered yet, here's what the deal is. You have the chance to brag about your province and potentially win a trip to go to Expo 86 this summer in Vancouver. Now, the way that you brag about it is by putting together a greeting card, just like these people have done here. You design your own greeting card with a nice picture on the front like this, and then inside you say a little message like, I love Saskatchewan because of all, the farmland or the winter or whatever it is. And then these cards will all go to the Saskatchewan Pavilion and be handed out to other young people from around the world. It's a great chance, as I say, to brag about Saskatchewan. It's a great chance to win a prize. It's also a good chance for you folks to perhaps pick up a pen pal from somewhere else. These things are so good looking. Take a look at this card. This is just a gorgeous one. Comes to us from Cody Pierce in Moose Jaw, and inside Cody has the little Saskatchewan message right here. Now, one other thing, on every greeting card, you need to have your name and your address and your age on the greeting card itself, and also put that on the envelope when you send it in. Now, you might want to get a pen and paper ready, because I'll give you the special address for the Expo 86 contest in just a minute. But right now, let's take a look at the 21 winners this week who will get the Expo 86 toucan pin. There's our first winner, Sean Dale. Beautiful looking one. Mark Welder had a nice looking card also. As you can see, some very, very good artwork comes up. Cher Brick had that one, and Heather Laliberty with that one. As I say, it's sort of a theme thing about Saskatchewan with a message inside to another person from another country. Maybe you're inviting them to visit Saskatchewan or just visit Canada, have a great time. Maybe you can give them some information and start up a pen pal of your own. Sean Tremblay, a great looking one there with the grain elevator in the back and all the people up front. Colorful one again there from Shannon James. We certainly appreciate that one. Shannon and Jenny Ford pointing out, I guess, that her family had some work with building the Red River carts, I believe it was. Pam Gervais, a lovely duck there. Of course, a lot of people focus on the wildlife in Saskatchewan or the wonderful sunsets, the wheat fields. There's a lot of things to be very happy about. Christina Shirley had a nice looking one here. And the Dairy Producers, as I say, will make this draw. We'll announce the 4 winners on the February the 16th show. Misty McKnight, another very good looking sunset. S. Stewart, that is actually a watercolor, a just gorgeous card sent to us there. Amy Hook sort of did a pinpoint thing there. Saskatchewan greetings. John Ventry sends us this one. Each one of these winners will win this week's prize, which is a Dairy Producers toque, as well as a Sask Expo pin. Plus, their cards will go back into the draw drum at a chance to win the big contest prize, that being 4 trips. We'll give away 4 trips to go see Expo 86 in Vancouver. Here's a great looking card. You just probably got a quick glimpse of this. You are here when you could be here. There's just amazing ideas for cards. This is the prize that you could win. Chris is wearing it for us. Chris is a dandy looking guy to be wearing it too. There is the Dairy Producers toque, the Sask Expo pin there on the forehead. Just tilt your head down, Chris. Good job, Chris. Chris does real well. We just tell him to smile at any appropriate time. He's having a good Groundhog Day, and we hope you are too. Now, get your Dairy Producers Expo 86 contest greeting cards together and send them to this special address. This address only for your greeting cards. It's the Expo 86 contest, care of Dairy Producers, Post Office Box 560, Regina, Saskatchewan, and the postal code is S4P3A5. That's right, Phil. Ooh, Phil's catching a few winks there. Back into hibernation already. Now, our Batman feature this morning takes us back to the 60s when there was all kinds of hippies and flower power going on. In fact, Louis the Lilac's going to get after things here. Phil, even Phil used to wear beads back in the 60s. Oh, he's a hippie kind of guy.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here
Country Stars on LP, the most complete collection ever available on television. 62 full-length hits by the superstars that made them great.
Dream on, teenage queen, prettiest girl we've ever seen. There'd be no truck drivers if it wasn't for his trucks.
You get 62 giant hits by the best names in country music. A full-length music library available on 5 records, 5 8-tracks, or 5 cassettes. A TV special.
Let me tell you now, Fred. She's all I've got.
And went back to the wild side of life.
15 years ago.
So don't be angry with me, darling.
And Wolverton Mountain, please help me, I'm falling.
Well, the race is on,
And here comes Friday, the back steps, heartaches going to the inside.
borrowed angel.
Country Stars on LP. 62 all-time great hits on 5 records, 5 8-tracks, or 5 cassettes. Your satisfaction guaranteed by Gusto Records.
Here's how to order. For COD, Visa, or MasterCard orders, call 347-8617. Or save COD charges by sending $24.95 for 5 LPs, 5 8-tracks, or 5 cassettes, plus $2 postage and handling to Stars on LP, Box 10, 810 Victoria Avenue, Regina, or call 347-8617 anytime.
Good morning. This being the first Switchback of February, it's time to look back at some of the good news stories from January. Our first story features one of 4 Santa Gertrudis cows which escaped from the San Antonio, Texas stockyards. The courageous cow took to the streets planning to disguise itself as a hood ornament for a 1976 panel van. As this photo from the Regina Leader-Post illustrates, our 4-legged fugitive missed the mark by about 6 feet. However, both the driver and the cow were uninjured, and that was certainly good news. World-famous entertainer, comedian Bob Hope televised another of his spectacular TV shows on the eve of this year's Super Bowl, played last Sunday in New Orleans. During the show, Mr. Hope was joined by New England quarterback Tony Eason and Chicago quarterback Jim McMahon for some pregame silliness. McMahon had caused some kind of confusion and controversy with his commercial headbands, but it was Bob Hope who got the last laugh as he donned this headband during the show's rehearsals. By now, it is obvious to all that even Bob Hope is a big fan of Switchback. Our final piece of good news for January was sent to us by Sharon Bradley, who spotted this good news item in her local newspaper. The story is one of charity, as rock star Bruce Springsteen donated $10,000 to a soup kitchen in Red Bank, New Jersey, near Springsteen's home in Rumson, New Jersey. Springsteen continues to be a working-class hero, and his popularity following the Born in the USA album carried over into his winning 3 more honors at the American Music Awards held just last Tuesday. Springsteen fans may be interested to know that the Bruce Springsteen hotline is still open. For Springsteen news, simply call 213-205-7980. Now, Shannon will get a Switchback T-shirt because she sent us that good news. It's a good-looking T-shirt. I have it right here. Ta-da! The new Switchback T-shirts are here. Now, for the rest of you who would love to get one of these T-shirts, it's never too late. On the first Sunday of each month, Switchback will feature good news items from the previous month. If you see, hear, or read about any good news in your school or community, simply send us all the details and a picture if possible. Maybe a close friend or relative has won a major award in a contest or a competition, or maybe you heard about an amazing rescue or read of a new medical breakthrough. Whatever the news, if it's good news, we want to get it here at Switchback. So send it to us at Switchback Good News, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code is S4P4A1. Now, if we use your story on our show, you will receive our Switchback T-shirt just like Sharon Bradley's. All right, that's it for good news for February 2nd. More good news coming up right now. If you are the type of people that love old songs and new songs, this one is for you. Our next video features an old Temptations tune put together by a new group called Love and Rockets. The name of the tune and the video is Ball of Confusion.
People moving out, people moving in. Why? the color of the skin. Run, 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 but you just can't hide. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Vote for me and I'll set you free. Rap on, brother. Rap on. Well, the only person talking about love today is the preacher. And he sings, nobody gets you started learning but the teacher. Segregation, termination, demonstration, integration, aggravation, humiliation, devastation, opposition, full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Singing on fields at an all-time high. Who put the feeling in pie in the sky? The city's aflame in the summertime. And the beat goes on. 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 Economics, Reaganomics, birth control, the status soul. Shooting rockets to the moon, kids growing up just in the politicians say. And the band plays on. So round and around and around we go. Where the world's heading, nobody knows. Full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Fear in the air, tension everywhere. Unemployment rising fast.
New records are gas.
And the band played on. And the band played on. And the band played on. And the band played eve of destruction, tax deductions, inspectors of collectors, solid gold in demand, population out of hand, suicide, too many bills, everyone moving to the hills, people all over the world are dying in the war. And the band played on, and the band played on, and the band played on, and the band played for the confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, 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 full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey, full of confusion, full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, 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 full of confusion, full of confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I know there's all kinds of things happening, and yes, we are coming up to Saskatoon. That's going to be fine. Can I just put you on hold here for a second? Okay, thanks. You know, we're getting like tons of phone calls. Ever since we announced our Switchback airband contest happening up in Saskatoon, the phone's just ringing off the wall, and it's really great to have all these phone calls, but stop phoning, okay? Because like I'm on the phone all the time, you know, and like I'm not getting any work done, and it's like hurting my ear. So here are the details, once and for all, of our airband contest. Auditions will be held in Saskatoon on February 22nd, which is a Saturday, February 22nd, beginning at 1 p.m., and here is where the auditions will be. The Bishop James Mahoney School, 231 Primrose Drive in Saskatoon, okay? Bishop James Mahoney School, 231 Primrose Drive in Saskatoon, okay? February 22nd will be auditions. The actual show will be hot and live at the Western Development Museum on March the 2nd. So everybody up there in Saskatoon and the area, if you want to watch us do Switchback, come on out to Western Development Museum March the 2nd. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Got to get back to this call here. Yeah, okay, the airband contest will be held March the 2nd in Saskatoon.
Hey, tempt your tummy?
I like my cereal.
But your tummy needs tempting with honey and nuts.
We're gonna tempt your tummy with a taste of nuts and honey. It's a honey almond. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
A tummy-tempting part of this nutritious breakfast.
This is really good.
Crunchy, too.
B, you've got one honey now.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I'm the M&M's Milk Chocolate Center. He's a peanut.
A roasted southern peanut.
He's drenched.
In delicious milk chocolate.
Then we're covered with colorful candy shells.
So the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Hey, who are you guys?
We're more and more M&Ms for the new, bigger bag. Even more M&Ms. Yay!
Remember, for great tasting milk chocolate candy,
there's more in the bag.
The Redken woman of the 80s, feeling younger, looking better, realizing demands on her are greater than ever. That's why she depends on Redken, professional hair products, featuring a complete line of styling aids. Hair care products scientifically developed for all hair types and conditions. Redken, making your world beautiful.
In Regina, Victorian Family Hair Center, Victoria Square, and Illusion Hair Design, 4641 Ray. In Moose Jaw, Discovery 1, 1224 13th Avenue Northwest.
This class is perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century. A dwelling called the split-level ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
Ah, a spherical object they used to hurl at each other with great velocity.
Professor, what's this? What is it?
I've no idea.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
On the far end. Okay. Welcome back, Saskatchewan. This is our special hockey edition of Switchback, and joining me now are three members of the Regina Pats. I'll start at the far end. Introduce yourself.
I'm Alan Acton. I'm 20 years old, and I play left wing.
Tim Inoni, 20 years old, left winger.
Brian Wells, 19 years old. I play center ice.
Bill Wright, I don't play. But maybe I will a little bit later on. First of all, gentlemen, to get things started off, I guess for some it's good news, for some it's bad news, but Tim, are you guys glad to be settled here in Regina?
Yeah, we are. You know, we have a great facility here, and everybody's really happy.
Okay. There was some discussion of potentially you guys moving to another location. That didn't come to be. While I'm chatting with you, Tim, one of the things I've always wondered, you guys are so busy being hockey players, but I understand you go to university. How do you mix all the action of hockey and all the time with your studies?
Well, it's kind of hard, but you just have to discipline yourself, and if you want something bad enough, you'll go out and do it.
Gosh, said that just like we wrote it. Okay, sneak in here a little bit closer there, Al. I want to ask you, as sort of an overview of the Western Hockey League teams, especially the ones in Saskatchewan. Maybe you can tell us about this year's Saskatoon Blades.
Well, I guess, I don't know, they'd have to be the surprise team of the league this year. But I guess, you know, right from the start, we've been battling for third spot with them, and, you know, we're close to first and second, and, you know, they got some good hockey players. They got basically 3 or 4 guys that do all the scoring for them, and if you can shut those guys down, you usually can beat them, but, you know, it's easier said than done.
Things are really close this year in the standings. Tim, maybe you can enlighten us on the Moose Jaw Warriors.
Okay. Well, Moose Jaw's a really hard-working hockey club. They've got a lot of veterans. They got some good hockey players in Kent Hayes and Theory and Fleury. You know, they struggled a bit at the beginning of the year, but they're really coming along now, and I don't know, we have a great rivalry with them, you know, with being so close, and, you know, every time we go there, it's a packed house and it's noisy, and that's the way hockey's supposed to be played.
That's right. Okay, speaking of the way hockey is supposed to be played, Brian Wells, first I got to mention, I am so thankful to Stu McDonald and Bill Listwich and Bill Moores for sending such, like, regular-sized guys. Yeah. Last year, Stu Grimson comes in here, he's like 9'6". So here's Brian. What, like, we're both about 5'11". Yeah. And,
6 foot, I thought it was.
Well, with your skates on. Yeah. Brian, maybe you can talk to us about the Prince Albert Raiders, first place team.
Oh, yeah, first place in our division and our league, I guess, and they're a very strong team. They lost a lot of their scoring punch maybe from last year, but they're looking for their younger guys to pick it up this year. They got a lot of guys that are just coming to play every night, and that's what you need in hockey, I guess. It's nice to have lots of scorers, but they have a lot of discipline on their team for penalty-wise and stuff like that, and they seem to come to play every night, and that's why they're in first place, and they don't seem to blow too many games to the lower teams.
No, and I guess when you're in first place, everybody else is a lower team.
That's right.
They don't blow too many. Now, one of the things Prince Albert has, I'm sure the Pats have, and all the teams have, and that is good coaching. And if I am ever going to make it into the National Hockey League, or at least up a level from Pee Wee Squirt, which I'm playing now, I'm going to require some better skills, and that's why I've asked Alan and Tim and Brian here to maybe explain to me. I think I'm going to play goalie. Maybe you can get a look at the footwear that I have on here. I have just amazing footwear that will boot out rebounds. Yes, I have. These are the safety boots, steel-toed units. Now, I'm going to get in net with these Zenon Andrusician booties, and I want you guys maybe to go back over there, Alan, Tim, and Brian, and help me out. Demonstrate some shots, and I'll try to play goal and see how well we do. Okay? If you guys can head over there. Actually, can you just hold this for me, Welland? Thank you. All right, I'll put on my kind of gear. Now, we have, of course, the official Nerf ball of the Western Hockey League, because we didn't want me to be injured too desperately, so we'll toss these out here. Okay, now, fellas, as a start, maybe, Brian, we'll start with you right in the middle. Maybe you can demonstrate just a nice, easy wrist shot.
Oh, nice, easy wrist shot.
Okay. Maybe I can get you to just scoot over a bit there, Tim. Okay, now describe how you take a wrist shot. What do you do?
Okay, I usually just cup over my stick, and whether you want it to go high or low, that's when you follow through. You want it to go high, you follow through up if you want it to go low.
Okay. Now, I should normally try to stop those. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Al, maybe I'll get you to move to the middle and demonstrate a bit of a snapshot. I think they call this a snapshot. Now I'm going to stop these babies this time.
Yeah, I guess you use a snapshot when you got a man checking you. It's a quicker shot than what the slap shot is, and I guess some guys shoot it harder than the wrist shot, but it's just basically more or less the same thing. But when you come through, you got to snap. Beautiful going.
Is that the best you can do, or what?
Do you want to start tonight?
That's it. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm your guy. See if you can score.
Okay, this one's...
Okay. Go ahead. Are you ready yet? No, go ahead whenever you're ready, Al. Whenever you're ready. Go ahead. Tim, let's try you in there. Now, Tim's going to demonstrate a slap shot. Apparently, this is the one that I have to be able to stop this if I'm going to make my big break. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's for sure. Do you want me to slap it from here? A slap shot is a shot that you usually take when you're a little farther out because it's a harder shot than the wrist shot or the snapshot. And I'll shoot it from here.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you get back any farther, there's no way you're going to score.
Okay.
All right. How do you hold.
Okay.
First try.
Yeah. You follow through a little higher than the snapshot. And you just bring the stick back and let her go.
You're supposed to shoot it over here into the net.
One thing I should mention
First
is
time the guy gets on
if you want the puck to go higher, you follow through higher. And if you want it to go low, you follow through low. So
and if you want it in the net here, you'd follow through right at the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. All right. Shoot away. Why don't a couple of you guys line up there and maybe sort of try some rapid fire stuff? I'm pretty much ready for it. Absolutely no problem at all. I'm having the time of my life. Just one more quick one there, Brian. Yeah, no problem. Okay, well, time for me to take a 2-minute break before I get hurt. We're going to be back and talk to Stan, the athletic trainer, in a couple of minutes. No problem.
At Airwaves Radio and TV Moose Jaw, we believe there are 3 elements that make up a better-than-average home entertainment center. First and foremost, in-store service to keep the name brand products we handle performing their best. Second, stocking products like Bose, Kenwood, Yamaha, Iwa, RCA, Electrohome, and Sylvania. Products that have earned a reputation in the field. And third, offering all this at a competitive price. Airwaves, Main Street North, Moose Jaw.
Low-Cost Automatic has been the place to trust for all types of transmission work for over a decade in Regina. And now, Low Cost is also in the brake business with a full line of quality Wagner brake products in stock and all the equipment to do the job right. See Elby Helgowatz and the boys for a free brake inspection. Ask about the Wagner lifetime warranty. Low Cost Automatic, your one-stop brake and transmission specialist at 1839 Albert Street.
This class is perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century. A dwelling called the Split-Level Ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
A spherical object they used to hurl at each other with great velocity.
Professor, what's this? What is it?
I've no idea. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Hey, you got
Uh-huh. Be good?
Really good.
Stay ugly?
Show him. That's got fruit?
I think they're kind of cute. Fruit corners, fruit bars, so good. It's ugly.
Center ice. This is where it all happens. As thousands of adoring fans look on, these titans of the ice stick handle their way towards realizing their dream, the Stanley Cup. Well, maybe some other day. For now, at least, it's just plenty of passing, skating, shooting, and sharing those long, long bus rides with their teammates. It's a hard life. It's a hard sport. Fortunately, through fitness and conditioning, these young athletes are seldom injured. However, in hockey, as in life, accidents do happen. When accidents do happen, one of hockey's unsung heroes, the athletic therapist, takes center ice. He is an integral part of the team. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Hi there, can I give you a hand?
Sure. Oh, thank you. Are you the athletic therapist?
Yes, I am.
Oh, maybe you can do something with this finger here.
Okay, just a sec, I'll dress it up for you.
Oh, that feels better already. You're Stan, right?
Yes.
Oh, you got a minute we can chat?
Sure.
All right, that's great. Thanks, Stan. When you fix up my finger, what else do you do?
Basically, it's maintenance and care of equipment and the players. So what I do is sharpen skates, repair the skates, and do the same thing with the players. Repair the players when they get hurt.
Oh, yeah, it's right in here.
Okay. What kind of pain do you feel?
I don't know.
Usually initial treatments are ice therapy, whether it's ice pack, ice massage, cold pack, or just sometimes it just could be just cold spray. And as you progress, you'd be working with heat, and eventually, whether it's an ultrasound machine or a heat pack or just stretching. Sports therapy really is a part of medicine. It's usually dealing with the initial injuries and the rehabilitative injuries, aspect to injuries in sport. And that can deal with anything, whether it's just a slight bruise or of a serious emergency condition. I've always wanted to be around athletics. I don't think I had any aspirations of becoming a professional athlete.
Changing lines, are we?
It's a very emotional atmosphere, no doubt about that. Players are always pumped up for games, and they're down if they lose, and they're up if they win. And it's a very good atmosphere to be in.
Well, there you have it. Thanks to the sport therapist, they can do their job, and I can do mine. I'm Bill Wright for Switchback Sports. Oh, let me tell you, that was one injurious interview. Oh, yeah, you guys think that's pretty funny, eh?
No.
Bop the TV host. I'll tell you, that hurt just a tad. If you folks are out there and you've got a question that you want to ask to one of the remembers of the Gynagenes, members of the Regina Pats, you know the phone number, 359-1069 if you're in Regina, 359-1076 if you're calling long distance. Ask a question of one of the Pats about anything you want, even their favorite pizza. Let's come up with some creative questions. Fellas, I got to ask you a question while they're phoning in. You're all old enough to drive, obviously. You probably all have vehicles. Did you bring your cars here this morning?
I picked Wellesley up, and we don't like him, so he drove himself.
He drove himself. Yeah. Okay, here's the big question, though. Did you pay the $1 parking at the CBC lot?
I think we
it's been a controversial thing.
We weren't going to come on the show, Bill, but...
Yeah, the $1 parking keeps a lot of guests away, but we get through it from time to time. Just seeing Stan, the athletic therapist, talking about injuries, I remember, Tim, last year, you had a fairly serious injury. What exactly happened last year, and how are you doing now with the injury?
Well, I tore my knee ligaments last year, and I missed about 2 months of the season, but hasn't bothered me at all this year.
So things are pretty much back on the mend. I guess you guys get along pretty well with Stan. You seemed to tease him a lot when we were there this week. I guess when you're hurt, then you like Stan, and when you're healthy, you tease him. Is that how it works?
Yeah, for sure. Stan's a good guy. He does a good job for us.
That's right. All right, we'll see who's out there. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
My name is Chris Harrison, and I'm from Saskatoon. And how long have you guys been playing?
How old were you guys when you started?
16.
No, when you first started playing hockey.
I was 19. No, I think I was 9 years old when I started playing hockey.
Brian?
I was 4, 3.
Holy Max.
I started when I was 5.
So very little. So me at my age, maybe a little late?
Month or two, Bill.
Okay.
It's all your attitude, Bill.
All right, you got to thank you. All right, thanks for calling.
Yeah, okay,
Bye-bye. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
I'm Leslie and from Saskatoon, and I was wondering I'm not sure what position they play.
Okay, well, we'll tell you what position they play, Leslie.
I'm a left winger.
Center ice.
And I play left wing.
So 2 lefts, a center, and a right. Sorry, Leslie.
Okay.
Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, I'm Paul McGregor, and I'm from Regina.
Go ahead, Paul.
I'd like to ask how many goals you guys have.
I have 33.
19 and a half, I think.
And I have 46.
Oh, quite a few. Actually, that's a good question you ask. I clipped out the scoring here from the newspaper last night. Tim Iannone, Reg, I think that means Regina. You're in 11th place overall, or thereabouts. There's some ties in there. Really, the Pats don't have a lot of high scoring in the league, so I guess you sort of spread the glory around.
Yeah, for sure. I think we probably got the most 20-goal scorers at this point in the season, and you know, we basically rely on 3 lines to do all the scoring for us. We don't have 1 or 2 guys that'll get them all for us, and I think it's a good team effort when we do win.
That's right. Thanks a lot for calling. I also noticed in the newspaper here under Brian Wells, a number under PM, 300. Well, I think that's penalty minutes. Brian, spend a bit of time on the other side of the ice in a little box there?
Yeah, the water's better over there. People, nicer people to talk to.
These guys are like smelly on the bench with all the sweat. So,
it's kind of crowded sometimes.
That's one thing I noticed. You guys don't spread around. You spread the goals around, penalties. Yeah, we'll let Wellesley take all of those. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Yeah, I'd like to ask Tim Iannone if he knows Paula Gates.
Tim Iannone, do you know Paul McGee?
Paula. Said she went to school with you.
Oh, went to school.
Paula Gates?
McGee.
Paula Gates.
Oh, Paula Gates. Tim's getting really red in the face. Is there something we should know about him? Yeah, he's not sure. Perhaps we'll chat later. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, this is Chris Christensen from Saskatoon.
Hello, Chris Christensen. You got a question for the Pats?
I was wanting to know if there was any special exercise or routine that you guys go through.
Start with you, Brian.
Usually, when we go to the rink, we stretch out for 15 or 20 before we put our equipment on, just so we don't pull no muscles. That's probably pretty important because muscles would be unforced injuries, which you really don't need as a hockey player because you get enough injuries and aches as the season goes by anyways.
Any particular part of the body? Should you do wrist exercises for shooting or leg exercises for skating, or is it sort of the total body is involved in the sport?
Legs are pretty important because that's how you skate. If you can't skate, you can't play hockey, so your legs are pretty important.
You mean I got to learn to skate as well as you go.
One of the things, yes.
Thanks for calling, Chris.
Yep.
Bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, my name's Jason Cook, and I'm calling from Weyburn.
Okay.
And I'd like to know if he was, I'd like to know if Terry Lloyd was on the team.
Yeah, Terry Lloyd, yeah, he came, what was it, about a month before Christmas?
Yeah.
And he's playing really well for us. You know, he's a big guy, and he plays the game, you know, hard-nosed and tough, and he's starting to get his confidence and scoring some goals for us, and he's just doing a heck of a job.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Yep.
Onward with those Weyburn Red Wings. Tier 2 hockey. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, Bill. My name's Rick, and I'd like to ask the Pats what they do when they're not playing hockey, like after the hockey season.
Okay, in the off
summertime.
Season. Yeah.
I usually go home to Unity. That's where I was born and raised, and my dad has a farm there, and I help him out, and I had a job working construction this summer.
How about you, Brian?
I used to play baseball in the summer. I never had no job. I just kind of enjoyed riding around.
How about you, Tim?
Last summer I went to school a little bit, did a little working, did a little traveling. You know, just take it easy. You know, the season, it's a long, hard season, and it's good to relax a little bit in the summer.
How many months do you have off, actually? How long is an off season?
Depends how long you're lasting the playoffs.
Yeah, some guys get 6 months.
Now, Prince Albert, as an example, the winners of the Memorial Cup last year, I would like to point out I do have the wonderful Prince Albert Raiders hat. I would have worn a Regina Pats hat, but you guys didn't bring one. And I do want you to know, if you're up there and you're like a Saskatoon Blades fan, you send me a Saskatoon hat, I'll wear that. I'll send a Moose Jaw Warriors hat if you send that. I might wear a Pats hat if you send that. I got this last year from Larry Hammond. Now, the PA Raiders went all the way last year. I guess that's obviously your aspiration to go all the way. How's it looking?
I think it's looking pretty good right now. You know, at the start of the season, we had, you know, the new coaches and a whole new look, and I think it took us players a while to adjust, you know, but now we're starting to get things going again, and we're playing good, consistent hockey, and, you know, we got as good a shot as anyone does.
Okay, I certainly vouch for the fact that you have a good shot. Yeah. All right, Saskatchewans. First of all, we want to thank you guys for joining us here this morning. Best of luck with the continued season, and happy Groundhog's Day. Phil was pretty happy to meet you guys too. Our contest question this week: we want you folks to tell us the exact dimensions of a hockey puck, how big around it is, and how much it weighs. Now, we already know that it's black, so don't bother about the colors. We want to know how big around a hockey puck is and how much it weighs, and you have a chance to win one of these autograph sticks. We have 6 autograph sticks. You can see the autographs right there. We had to help Wellesley with his name. It's the one by the X. Oh, you take a lot of grief on that, don't you? Anyway, write down the dimensions of a hockey puck and send them to us. Here is our address. Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code is S4P4A1. Thanks very much for you, gentlemen. Time now to go to a music video. This is Stevie Wonder and his friend Herbie Hancock helping Stevie to go home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the no smoking sign. Please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened until we have landed at the gate and the sign has been turned off. Thank you for flying with us today, and do enjoy your stay in Los Angeles. Thank you.
I'll check on you, baby. Hey, man.
Master. Buns Master, baked fresh every day. Variety, self-service, low prices, make meals special. Buns Master, 3 Regina locations, 623 Park Street, 3936 Gordon Road, and 176 University Park Drive. Open 7 days a week. Check it out, but beware, a visit to Buns Master Bakery tends to become habit-forming.
You'll notice right off, Fabricland isn't a fancy place. The frills are in the fabric, not the store. Fabricland is a place of practical price, of value, variety, and quality. A place to cut a better deal. Where the prices are low, the advice is free, and the fabrics are many, so you keep coming back. No wonder. What else could you possibly want in a fabric store? Fabricland. So much better.
At the Regina Honda Indoor Sale, you'll see why Regina Honda is the largest volume Honda dealer in Saskatchewan. Regina Honda is proud to display the biggest selection of Honda imports and affordably priced used vehicles now at the Wheatland Building till February 28th. The exceptional Honda new vehicle warranty is 5 years, 80,000 kilometers, and you'll love the fuel economy unmatched by any other import. See Regina Honda first, indoors at the Wheatland Building.
Redken makes women all over the world feel beautiful with a complete line of Redken hair and skin products developed through many years of testing in Redken's laboratories. Hair products that make the most of your natural beauty. Cosmetics and skincare that condition even as they cover and color. Redken, making your world beautiful.
Available in Regina at Cavalier Hair Center, 1100 Angus, and Apollo Beauty Salon, 2928 13th. In Moose Jaw Hair Expressions, 475 Main Street.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan. Yes, indeedy. Just before we get to Batman, the Pats want to wish a very special happy birthday to Kevin Clemens, or Chet Flat, as they call him. Take it away, guys.
You ready? Happy birthday to you.
Everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chet Flat. Happy birthday to you. Yikes, enough of that. Let's check out the conclusion of Batman coming up right here, guys. Unbelievable.
Back with the
I love that Batgirl, don't you, Phil? Look at Phil, a content guy just hanging out watching Batman. Now, Phil was just asking me what's coming up on future shows, and I'm happy to tell you. Next week, we'll talk to Charles Zotka, who's an astronomer, telling us about Halley's Comet and the Voyager spaceship as it goes by Uranus. And Charles will have his telescope in here. That'll be kind of interesting. Also, we'll be chatting next week with some people from the Humane Society who are very happy about the way we are looking after our friend Phil this morning. Right, Phil? Right. And, of course, in 2 weeks, we'll announce the 4 big winners to go to the Expo 86 contest. March 2nd, we're going to be in Saskatoon for the live show. March 16th, we hope to talk to speed skater Gaetan Boucher. We got all kinds of big things planned in the future. Phil, I know, has to go back to Pennsylvania, but he'll be picking it up on his dish. All right, time now to put people like Phil and people like me in the know. Ooh, and see how you can get rid of hiccups.
Well, Jody, you wanted to know about hiccups. Well, hiccups is a spasm of your diaphragm. The diaphragm is a flat, airtight sheet of muscle that goes between your chest and stomach. And when it goes into spasm, air comes in through your mouth, but you automatically shut it off, and it goes like that. Well, what starts hiccups in the first place? Well, in most cases, we don't know what causes the hiccups. But anything that bothers the diaphragm in the region of the diaphragm can do it. The food tube, here in blue, can do it. If you eat too fast, if you eat too much, or if you drink pop and you get a big gas bubble just underneath your diaphragm, it can do it as well. Now you know what hiccups are. This is what you can do about it. Anything that can overload the nerve circuits leading to your diaphragm can stop your hiccups. And the best place to start is in the throat. One thing you can do is take a Q-tip and rub the roof of your mouth where the hard and soft part of your roof of your mouth meet. And if you rub it back and forth at that point for about a minute, that can overload things so that the hiccups stop. Grandma was right. A teaspoon of granulated sugar in a teaspoon, taken down dry, works very well. And if that doesn't work, if you'd like, you can use a wedge of lemon soaked in bitters and eaten quickly. You can overload your nerve circuits at some other spot in order to stop your hiccuping. You can overload your food tube by drinking water quickly. You can overload your diaphragm muscle by holding your breath. You can overload your brain by having someone scare you. Doing something unpleasant or even painful often seems to help. Ow! Well, Jody, I hope this makes you in the know about hiccups.
They're gone. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, the hiccups are gone, thanks to you, Dr. Montbriand, and thanks to you, Jody L., for asking us that question about In the Know. Because we used your idea, Jody, we're going to send you this book, the David Suzuki book, Looking at Plants. It's a good-looking book, and every time we use an In the Know on our show, we'll send out this book. One problem, though, Jody, you need to put us in the know because we don't have your address. It was written down on your envelope, and Phil ate it. Oh, well, it's Groundhog Day, and I'm not going to get Phil mad. He's got really big teeth. Phil looks pretty complacent about eating that thing. Now, if you have any ideas on In the Know, if you want them answered, send them to us at Switchback, and we'll try to put you in the know. Here is our Switchback address. Hopefully, there it is, Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code, even Phil knows it, S4P4A1. Now, you'll be put in the know, and you'll know how, because Whitney Houston's going to join us and tell us how in 2 minutes. What do you think of that, Phil? Good looking to you.
Even upside down, it's an H. H stands for Houston Pizza. Every Houston pizza starts with a homemade crust, spicy tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, and then piled high with your choice of toppings. The result, a Houston Pizza. Bring the family and eat in any one of Houston's dining rooms or phone for delivery. Houston Pizza, 3 Regina locations, 1 in Moose Jaw.
Create the look of tomorrow, today. At Hair Design Academy in Moose Jaw, instructors will give you step-by-step instruction on how to master today's commercially fashionable hairstyles, both classic and avant-garde, using Hair Design Academy's own cutting, coloring, and perming techniques. You'll find the instructors easy to follow and the rewards substantial towards your career in hair designing. Hair Design Academy, Saskatchewan's newest and most innovative school of cosmetology.
It's our 14th anniversary at King's House of Draperies, and we're proud that you've helped us gain the prestige as Regina's oldest and most reliable drapery store. Perhaps we earned this distinction because we use only the finest manufacturers and materials available. Perhaps because we custom design right at our store, or because we feature Hunter Douglas blinds with a lifetime guarantee. Whatever the reason, we have only you to thank. Ladies, shop our store in the afternoon and receive a rose with our compliments. King's House of Draperies, 13th and Angus.
This class is perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century. A dwelling called the split-level ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
Ah, a spherical object they used to hurl at each other with great velocity.
Professor, what's this? What is it?
I've no idea. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan, on our Groundhog Day special. Now, my mistake there. I thought Whitney Houston was going to tell us how will I know, but evidently Whitney couldn't be with us this morning. She's probably still hibernating, being that it's Groundhog Day. So to take us home today, we got a guy who often tours the world and, in fact, put a video together while he did it. Take us home, Phil Collins. All right, my apologies to Whitney Houston. We'll have Whitney on next week. Actually, I think that is Whitney. She just changed her looks. All right, guys, got to go. Thank you very much for watching our very, very special Groundhog Day special. Phil is certainly happy. Actually, a little bit of a secret. Punxsutawney Phil does not come from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, or Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania. He comes to us from the Moose Jaw Wild Animal Park. Darlene, thank you very much for bringing our groundhog over to visit us. Thanks very much to the Pats. Quick reminder, if you want to win the stick that the Pats are holding on to right there, you have to answer this skill-testing question. Give us the exact dimensions of a hockey puck, including the size of a hockey puck and the weight of a hockey puck. Write that down and send it to us. Here is our address. No time for the address? Okay, you guys know our Switchback address. Thanks very much. Next week, astronomy. Guys, give us a wave. Happy birthday, Kevin Clements. Happy birthday to everybody else. Have a good Groundhog's Day.
This is CBC